You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices on this Friday, August 22nd, 2025. Good evening, I'm Chris Palermo, and here is what's happening. News 25 had the opportunity to speak with Fire Chief Scott Lewis for an update on yesterday's fire at Pahrump Valley Disposal.
As a follow-up to yesterday's fire at the Pahrump Valley Disposal, News 25 had the opportunity to speak with Fire Chief Scott Lewis, who confirmed the blaze was sparked by a lithium-ion ignition. We go now to Fire Chief Scott Lewis for the details.
Thursday afternoon at approximately 2 p.m., crews were dispatched for a report of an unknown type fire in the area of Mesquite and 160. As crews responded from the station, they could observe a large dark-colored smoke column arising out of the area of the reported address. As we arrived on location, we found a very large rubbish pile that was well involved with numerous exposures, including recycled material and heavy machinery. The pile itself was approximately 20 feet in height, over 100 feet in length, and approximately 20 to 30 feet wide. It consisted of mixed materials, which were causing a severe and serious fire condition, which the billowing smoke could be observed for miles. As a result of the conditions, we dictated our all hands, which means we brought back our internal staff. We also requested mutual aid from both Amargosa and the NNSS, who came back and backfilled our stations and assisted us. Crews were able to use master streams because that area is located with fire hydrants. So multiple fire hydrants were accessed, and a large amount of hose was laid into that scene. And the crews were able to quickly control that fire and minimize the extension forward to the other surrounding materials. There were no injuries, and we are looking at a probable cause of a lithium-ion ignition, which was part of the recycling separation process, may have sparked the blaze.
More news now. A Clark County School District teacher is facing serious charges after allegedly sharing a nude photo of a special needs student. Jillian has more information.
A Clark County School District teacher is facing serious charges after allegedly sharing a nude photo of a special needs student. 42-year-old Ray Garcia, a PE teacher at Edna F. Hinman Elementary, was arrested Wednesday on gross misdemeanor charges for capturing and distributing the inappropriate image. According to the arrest report, Garcia sent the photo along with the caption reading, "It must be hot outside," in a group text with 4 school staff, including counselor Bethany Hickey. Disturbed by the image, Hickey immediately reported it to the school principal, David Kopenbarger, who contacted authorities and Child Protective Services. During interviews, Hickey told police the student is nonverbal, has autism, and sometimes removes his clothing. Garcia told investigators he sent the image as a heads up to colleagues, not for gratification, admitting, "I wasn't thinking." He was booked in the Clark County Detention Center and will be placed on an unpaid leave pending the investigation. His next court appearance was scheduled for September 24th at 9 a.m.
And this morning in Las Vegas at Gwynn Middle School, there was a power outage due to underground wiring damage. Now let's see what News 25 has to say about that.
Students at Gwynn Middle School were relocated to another campus this morning following a power outage that left the school without electricity. In the letter sent to parents, Principal Aaron Rolfe said that the outage occurred early this morning and was caused by damage to underground wires. Nevada Energy crews responded to the scene and are currently working to restore power, which was expected to be back on by 3:30 p.m. As a safety precaution and to maintain continuity of instruction, all students were transported to Clark High School for the remainder of the school day. Parents who wish to pick up their children early or need to drop them off late were instructed to go directly to Clark High School. According to the letter, students who ride the bus will be taken from Clark to their usual bus stops. All other students will be bused back to Gwynn Middle School at the end of the day for pickup or to walk home. Parents are advised to expect slight delays in pickup times or in their children's arrival home. We thank you for your patience. We will provide updates once the issues have been resolved, the school's message stated. For further information, parents are encouraged to contact Gwynn Middle School at 702-799-5800.
Okay, law enforcement is trying to make things safer on the road because the Nye County Sheriff's Office Joining Forces Distracted Driver campaign is happening this month.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office will be joining forces with participating law enforcement agencies in Nevada for a Joining Forces Distracted Driver campaign. The campaign will take place from August 14th through September 1st, 2025. The Distracted Driver campaign aims at increasing law enforcement participation by coordinating highly visible patrol across the state of Nevada with the goal of keeping motorists safe, the motoring public about the dangers of distracted driving. Distractions may come in many forms, whether it's the phone or passengers, eating, or anything else that takes your mind and eyes off the road. Focus on what matters most, driving, and keep yourself and others on the road safe. Also, keep in mind that sending or reading a text takes your eyes off the road for 5 seconds at 55 miles per hour. That is equivalent of driving the length of an entire football field with your eyes closed. The Zero Fatalities Nevada program wants to remind drivers that every time you choose to get behind the wheel, lives are in your hands. The Nye County Sheriff's Office remains dedicated to bringing the number of fatalities on Nevada's roadways to zero through increasing public awareness about the dangers of speeding, driving unrestrained, impaired driving, distracted driving, and more. More information about safe driving and the Nevada Zero Fatalities goal is available online at www.zerofatalities.nv.com.
Sports coming up in a very busy weather forecast. You're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palermo. On this Friday, the Summerlin South Little League team has punched their ticket to the U.S. Championship game. Mikey has that and more in sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. The Summerlin South Little League team is sliding straight into the history books and possibly a celebratory pizza party. Let's take a look at this clutch home run.
Oh, he got all of it! A 3-run home run, Garrett Gallegos. Nevada is on top. Garrett Gallegos about face, 5-3, a 6-inning, 3-run shot. The pitch after that one was called a ball. Pitch him and ditch him and tears of joy in his eyes.
They have now punched their ticket into the U.S. Championship game. The Las Vegas Aviators are flying high, literally and figuratively, grabbing their second win in a row on Thursday with an 11-10 nail-biter over the Albuquerque Isotopes. The rematch is set for today at 5:35. Same bat time, same bat stadium. The MLB Awards are returning this November, and they're bringing the heat to Chelsea Theater at the Cosmopolitan. Mookie Betts and comedian Roy Wood Jr. will be hosting, so expect fastballs and punchlines. Aja Wilson put up 19 points. Dana Evans added 17 to help the Las Vegas Aces cruise past the Phoenix Mercury 83-61 on Thursday night.
That's a 9-game winning streak.
2 Las Vegas Raiders have been named in the NFL's Top 100 Players of 2025 list. Defensive end Max Crosby comes in at number 22. Right behind him, rookie tight end Brock Bowers at number 24. A cheer for Trailblazer Jonathan, one of the first male cheerleaders for the Minnesota Vikings. Turns out U.S. Presidents George W. Bush, Ronald Reagan, and Dwight D. Eisenhower were also cheerleaders. I guess if you can lead a crowd, you can lead a country. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
All right, Mikey, what do you say? You and I do some splits out in the field. I don't think that's going to happen. Heather Freeman is here with all the information you need on the arts and crafts and food and horticulture events at the Pahrump Fall Fest.
Hi, my name is Heather Freeman. I'm with the University of Nevada Extension. That's at Calvada and Dandelion here in Pahrump. and I'm here to invite everybody who is a crafter, artisan, cook, if you can, if you grow plants, vegetables, arrange flowers, bring your entries down to the Bob Rood Center for the exhibits fair that will be part of the 2025 Pahrump Fall Festival. Theme is Out of This World. The entries are always the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday before the fair, and the Bob Rood Center will be open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on those days. Arts and crafts are accepted on Monday the 22nd. All kinds of entries, Tuesday the 23rd and Wednesday the 24th, will be food and horticulture only. We will be accepting your items. They will be judged, and it's only $1 per entry for adults and teens, and kids 12 and under can enter for free. All the information you need will be on that town website, pahrumpnv.gov. Here's an example of what the entry form looks like. The schedule and rules, along with all the different categories, will be there on pahrumpnv.gov. So we would love to see your out-of-this-world entries to make the Pahrump Fall Festival better than ever. And if you have a giant pumpkin, we are including the giant pumpkin contest. The 2023 winner was 70 pounds. You can bring it to the Bob Rood on Tuesday the 23rd or Wednesday the 24th between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. And we would love to be able to award you a ribbon and make the fall fair truly out of this world. Thank you.
All right, let's go on over to the radio side, because here's Mikey now to tell us what's cooking this Sunday morning on Classic Country Breakfast on Ace Country Radio and streaming on channel 25.8 and now on the new Ace Country Radio app.
Howdy. Why did the chicken cross the road? To download the Ace Country Radio app. You can too. It's free. On the menu this week on Classic Country Breakfast, born on August 19th, friend of the show Eddie Raven will celebrate him. Born on August 20th, Jim Reeves will pay tribute to him. Born on August 21st, Kenny Rogers will pay tribute to him. In the Not an Oldie But a Goodie segment, my special guest Shay Fisher calls the show to share her new single, Ow in Cowboy. Also, the debut of Spicy Classic Country Breakfast. Las Vegas local jazz and flamenco artist Andy James calls in to talk about her new album, Happy People. Classic Country Breakfast this Sunday morning at 8 on Ace Country Radio, streaming at channel 25.8 and now on the new Ace Country Radio app.
Thank you, Mikey. A computer tip from Josh Osborne: why your Wi-Fi might be slow. You're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palermo. Josh Osborne from Pahrump's own Great Computer Deals explains why you might have slow Wi-Fi speeds.
Hey guys, Josh Osborne here with Pahrump's own Great Computer Deals. It's time for another quick tutorial. Today's topic: Josh, why is my internet so slow? Well, there are three major reasons for that, and we're going to discuss all of them right now. Number one, your internet is slow because your internet service provider sucks. Yeah, I said it. I've lived in Pahrump for 20 years. Internet service out here has never been great. Fortunately, it's improving. But for a lot of us that are out there, we get our internet via a dish that's attached to our home, pointing to a radio tower down the road. Why? Because our neighborhood does not have fiber optics laid there just yet. So we're having to get it wirelessly. Problem is, everybody else in the neighborhood also has one of these dishes that's pointing to the same radio tower, and we're all tapping into one giant bowl of internet. Yummy! Problem is, at peak times when kids come home from school, parents come home from work, everybody's on their devices at the same time, and the speeds are just dipping, and there's not enough strong bandwidth to cover all those customers. It's a real problem. And they're pretty sneaky with these internet service providers on their wording. When they sign you up, they're going to say words like up to 25 megs or up to 50 megs, knowing that they're not going to probably get you the 25 or the 50 down. they're going to try their best to get it to you. And what I would recommend is to use a bandwidth tester online. You can get them very easily. Just open up your computer, go to Google, type in the words speed test, and the very first thing that comes up will be a speed test button that's blue that says run test. When you click on it, a little speedometer is going to come up. It's going to tell you what number you're getting. If you're on the 25 plan or the 50 plan, you should be getting numbers somewhat close to that. I know it's not going to be exact, but you want to be somewhere in the vicinity. If you're not, you need to contact your internet service provider and demand to get your money's worth. I think that's only fair. Another reason for slow internet that's not your service provider could be your router. A lot of these folks that come into our store, they tell us about their routers and they're 5, 6, 7, sometimes even 8 years old, and they've been on running 24 hours a day nonstop, and they're just not up to date. The technology is ancient, and that's actually throttling their internet. You've got to update those routers every couple years, and always go with a good model. Go with a name brand. Don't get these pieces of junk on eBay for 50 bucks and then be surprised that it's not that good. Like Mama always said, you get what you pay for. The number 3 reason for slow internet, besides your internet service or your router, is just the amount of usage at your home. People nowadays, they got so many different devices that they can't even forget about. The kids in your home are playing video games. Your wife's on her tablet. You're on your smart TV watching football. All the different security cameras and doorbell cameras in your home, all are using internet. All these different devices, and you don't realize you're only allotted so much internet. And all those different devices are just choking that out, and you don't have any left. So what you might consider doing is contacting your internet service and upgrading your plan to give yourself a little bit more bandwidth and see if that helps. Fortunately, for us that live in Pahrump, things are improving. Companies are seeing Pahrump as a viable town to invest in, and you're seeing a lot of fiber optics being run down major streets. So it is getting better, folks. Be patient. We're going to get higher packages and better speeds, kind of like the Las Vegas crowd has here in Pahrump, and it is going to improve. But there's a couple different things we talked about. Hope that helps you diagnose where the actual issue is and improve upon it. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to stop by our store anytime. We're open 9 to 3, Monday through Friday. We love you guys. We're here to help you out. Feel free to stop in anytime. Anyway, we'll catch you guys on the next quick tutorial.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
That's the Lerner and Rowe weather cam, and it is not a scene from The Wizard of Oz playing down at the Sphere on EM. Hold on to something. We've got wind and rain, and we've got a dew point of nearly 45 degrees. Will this continue? Will we have a good weekend? Your complete forecast is coming up.
Weather is sponsored by the Nevada Dairy Farmers and the Dairy Council of Nevada, sharing the love of all things dairy. Celebrate the best moments with milk. Milk the moment. And the weather is also brought to you by the Ponderosa Dairy, Nevada's largest dairy, fresh from our farm to your table.
Welcome back to News 25 and hello Nevada, and here is your weather forecast. Chris Palermo on the desk. We hit a high of 99 in Fernley, 100 in Fallon today. Carson City, the capital, at 96, 94 in Tonopah. Goldfield, a high temp near 95. Beatty, 105 today, 111 in Amargosa, 105 in good old Las Vegas, and Death Valley gonna Death Valley at 121 today. The sun rose this morning at 6:08 a.m. 15% humidity. We've got winds out of the south. A high temp near 108 today in the region. And the sun will set tonight at 7:24. 23% humidity. We're looking at a dew point near 50 degrees. Winds out of the east-southeast at 9 miles an hour, and a low tonight at 81 degrees. Your 7-day forecast. Tomorrow we're going up to 101. Sunday, 103, 98 on Monday. Tuesday, 92. Wednesday, Thursday, twinning at 94, 96 on Friday. We've got lows in the 70s. So not a bad week after all. That'll just about do it for all of us this week here at News 25. I'm Chris Palermo. Make it a good, safe weekend.